Hello and welcome to another day at Indies Tech. Now today I've got my new heat gun. This is an ATTEN. We will unbox the whole thing and we will review the performance. This is the same heat gun used by many of the top YouTubers, tech YouTubers. So I don't have much of experience with heat guns, but I hope it will be better considering my last disastrous work with my cheap soldering iron for desoldering purpose. Now, to keep it in mind that heat gun's job is particularly for desoldering. It can be used for soldering, but it is mainly good for desoldering. Now, as you can see, this is the ATTEN box. I will take it out. Just take this whole break. Now, this is the ATTEN. As you can see, the whole ATTEN soldering heat gun box. I will open it and let's see what is inside. Okay, so we got a manual and the model number is ST-862D, and we have got a bit of soldering bits, desoldering bits, as you can see. So there are 5 of them. There is a UK power supply unit, and then there is a crocodile clip with the wire attached. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 items. We'll open the box now. Wow, look at this. So I will just keep the whole thing in one side and take our heat gun out. Wow, so this is the thing we've been waiting for so long, to get a quality desoldering units, because without desoldering and proper soldering you can't do any of the work. When you have proper kits for soldering and desoldering, the whole circuit is like a breadboard for you. So any circuit is breadboard to you. You can modify them, you can analyze them, and you can design on your own. We'll take the box out. I think this is the mounting clip, and this is our thingy. We leave the whole thing one side. We've got just to go through again, we've got a manual, then we got 5 soldering bits, we've got the UK power supply, our main unit, and the soldering heat gun holder. How to hold it properly. Now, for now, just keep it like this. I will set it up. We plug it in with the mains power. This is the IC power cable, which is used for most of the UK outlets with computers and all this. I will plug it in with my ATTEN. We'll do some desoldering, because you remember from the last video, I'm still waiting to finish my work USB B desoldering. Right, so I have powered it in. Let's get started. Moment of truth. Wow. Hope you can hear the sound, the fan. Well, I hope not you hear the sound, because it's a good thing. The fan sound is very low. You barely can hear it in my naked eye. Now leave it like this. try to do some setup for soldering. So this is the soldering bit for sucking the solder from the soldering board. This is the solder cables. I've got some batteries. This is my old sheet solder holder. I will take out the heat guns. And probably I will change the camera angle so that you can see it more like front view rather than the top view. Yes, I hope it is more helpful in this way. Just to make it some angle so that you can see better, I need to give something under this. Hopefully this will help. Let's make it more gradient. What can I put under it? Yes, found something else. Hopefully the whole thing can be visible more better way. Now what I've got, we have switch for air, switch for temperature, then we have knob for button for going up the temperature, button for going down. Let's open the brochure a bit just to do some study. Okay, so this is a ATTEN certificate. What can I put at the top here? Okay, so this whole thing need to be top right, like this. Wow, yeah. So it have to be like this. Yeah, my holder is not holding properly. Now we have 4 nozzles with a specific diameters. So the smallest one is 5 millimeter, and it goes all the way up to 10 millimeter. So this bit is important, I think, while it says boot up screen. After the station has been switched on, the display will turn on and show the system version number for 1 second before switching to the thermal display. So our thing says off, and it will not show any version number. Now settings, normal display shows, settings normal display shows real temperature is 300 degrees Celsius. The temperature setting value is locked, and the air volume is 50%, and the heating power value is 3 bars. Display of hot air gun status. Okay, so currently we have this in our screen, as you can see. Figure 1 to 2 shows when the air gun is off. The setting value can be adjusted when the hot air gun is off. When the hot air gun is on, it will work according to the setting value. When the handle of the air gun is placed on the holder, the hot air gun will automatically stop heating and delay air supply. Okay, so it has got a sensor in the top bit, which when you hold it upright, it stops heating, it stops its operation, which will be really handy. So stop heating and delay air supply. Pick up the air handle, press the switch key on the handle, it will resume work. Pick up the handle again and press the switch key. So it has a switch. Hot. Wow, look at this. Is it in? Okay, so basically as soon as you keep it upright like this, it turns it off, but it takes around 2-3 seconds before it comes to the fully off, because it is a gradual process. The air gets really hot in gradual way, in 5 seconds 300 degrees Celsius, and it cools off very gradual way as well. Now the first thing I will do is start some desoldering. Few crappy boards which I will desolder and maybe solder it back, but at the moment that is not concerned. Where our main concern is desoldering. So what I will do is I think we're better off putting the whole thing in other side, left hand side. Let's see how it works. So if we can just move it here. Yeah, I think that is more suited with the angle, I would say. Okay, so we keep it like this and put the whole thing at the back a bit so that it don't get the heat itself. It is a really pain at the back with this DIY work unit, but I'm trying to get it sorted. The first thing is you need some sorts of success. So I would take my success as that as soon as my YouTube channel is monetized, then I can do some more investment. If I make things which are not logical, so how do I know that I'm making things logical? The way well, it's not exactly true, but for a practical purpose, I would take it as like if my channel is monetized, that means that I'm creating content which is presentable and which has got importance. People are valuing the content, then means that I'm making something more useful. My presentation skills has been improved more, which I would know with the view in my channel. Now let's get started. Where is my board? Where is my board? Okay, so I have a PIC microcontroller board, which is like a microchip PIC 16, which I assume is not in any kind of operational mode at the moment. So there is no harm if I can take all the switches and the potentiometer off and analyze the performance of the heat gun. So I will hold it this way. Oh, something just come off. Is it this thing? We will see later on. So the board is visible. Now I don't want the heat gun to get the heat from the knob, so I will just take it further, or maybe I'll change the angle. So I will get the camera rolling like this, a little bit more away from the main unit. So yes, I think bit angular will help. Now I need tweezer. Let's get my tweezer out. Yes, finally I got my tweezer as well. Now let's get started. So let's do some planning, because this is the first time I'm using the heat gun, first time ever. I've used some heat gun before for painting, but not for desoldering purpose. So what I will do is, this is a double-sided soldering. I will just slowly will be hitting here, then we'll be taking this big microcontroller. Well, this microcontroller is plugged in, but the holder, I will take it out like this. Okay, so I will start with this bit first. Now let's get started. I will turn this whole thing off. I will put the medium size nozzle. Okay, so this thing just clipped. There is no thread in it. There is a spring loaded mechanism. You can just press it and then it pops. Okay, so I'll be holding like this. Let's see how it works. So powering it up, then pressing this button. Maybe I took a very big soldering at the beginning. I should have started with the small parts, because this is not coming off. The thing is, for everything there is a learning curve. So, but my mind is not focused. I must admit, I am all over. I am trying to be good in drafting, CAD designing. Then I'm trying to be good in circuit designing. I'm trying to be good in electromechanical component installation. Then my work as an X-ray engineer is something else. So the whole thing is all over. What's going on? Is it melting or? Yeah, I think it's getting soft. Yeah, also the thing is, this is very localized. I can feel, because the heat is really localized, and it has heated already in 300 degrees Celsius, and my hand is just cornered where I'm not feeling any hot air. So I assume it is very focused. What's going on? It's taking very long time than I expected. Well, this part is a bit sturdy, so let's start it with the smallest part. So I will start with this this small pin. over there, which is this one. Let's take it off this 3 pin. Is it melting? Let's check it with some folding. Oh yeah, it's melting. It is melting. So, and it is, wow. So this is our first success of desoldering. So we have taken these 3 pins off, and it has worked. Now we will do some more. We'll put it aside here. Now the next bit will be the potentiometer. So we'll take off this potentiometer from desoldering these 3 points. So let's get started. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's check with my soldering iron. No, it's not melted yet, but I can feel it's getting softer. So try to take it off right now. Wow. I'll do it by hand. This thing is hot. This thing is hot. So I will try the plier. Yes, this is our success. I would say it takes around 20 seconds to take the whole thing off. So this was taken off from which point? It is taken off from this point. Now we will take off the switch. The switch doesn't seem to be double-sided soldering. There is no things from this side. So I will try from there. Which rubber will be getting damaged. Wow, yes, the switch is here. Okay, so let's not damage the rubber bit. Yeah, this is all about trial and error. If you try something, maybe you fail at first time, but what to fear? There's no point I take off these chips off. So just focus on taking the big chunks off this time. So our big chunk would be this 6 pin. So I will hold it in angle so that you guys can see as well. I'm holding it in angle 45 degree with the pin, the bottom side of the pin, and I will observe. I'll give it 20 seconds. Let's count 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Use my plier to take this off. Yes. Wow, it has melted. some bit of success. So it seems like that the big chunks are not that easy to take off. The pins are still holding, and this thing is hot. The thing is, in real scenario, you will never desolder this big chunk of pins. Hardly you replace the pins, I mean the IO pins. Most probably you take off things like microcontroller and things like that. Let's put it back. As you can see, the temperature is getting down very rapidly. Yeah, so for any soldering, you need to be really careful what you do, because things can be a bit ugly because of the working with hot gun. Okay, so it has come off. Finally, it takes around 20 seconds, and our work is I've taken off 3 of the micro switch, three teeth IO pin, and 1 potentiometer off. Okay, so I will call it a day, and this is the soldering video. This soldering video we will do more in upcoming days. Thank you for watching this. Thank you very much.